Whoa, that's a big one. Okay, well, why don't you try doing that big one by yourself? Take two numbers at a time. Take these two at a time, and then take these two, and then once you get your answers for those two, combine them, and then once you get that, add this last term. Combine that last term. I'm going to give you a few minutes to do it. Okay, I hope you're done. I'm going to look at these two first, right? The sign here is negative, and since there's no sign in front of the 4, I know it's positive, so I automatically know that I'm going to subtract because the signs are different. So I'm going to get a negative 6a squared c for that, right? And now I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put this one, negative 6a squared c. Now I'm going to do this one, right? 6a squared c minus 9a squared c is going to give me negative 3a squared c. Why? Well, first I see that my signs are different, right? A positive 6 and a negative 9, I'm going to subtract. 6 minus 9 is 3, and the sign of my bigger number is a negative, so I know my answer is going to be negative 3a squared c. So I'm going to put that here, negative 3a squared c. And then finally, what I have left is an ac. Well, there's no sign in front of it, so I know it's positive, so I'm gonna put a positive here. A squared c. Okay, so let's look at these two here. Negative and a negative. Well, the signs are the same. I know I'm gonna add, right? We already should know that by now. We've been saying it over and over again. So 6a squared c plus 3a squared c gives me 9a squared c. And since both of these are negative, I know my sign is going to be negative. And then I've got a positive a squared c. Negative a squared c and a positive a squared c equals, well, the signs are different, so I'm going to subtract, right? So 9 minus 1 is negative 8a squared c. I hope you got this answer. There's another way of doing this. Once you get the hang of it, you can start doing it this way. This is the way I usually do it. It's a little faster. You don't have to write down so much. You can do most of it in your head. This is the way I do it. I've got a positive and a negative here, right? So I know I'm going to subtract. So that gives me negative 6a squared c, right? Well, I have a negative 6a squared c. I'm going to put it with this positive a squared c, right? Well, a positive and a negative, I subtract. Well, what's 6a squared c minus 6a squared c? That's 0. So what I have left is a negative 9a squared c and a positive ac. Well, what's negative and a positive? I'm going to subtract. What's negative 9 minus 8? Minus 1, it gives me a negative 8a squared c. You see, that's a lot faster than writing it all down. If you are able to do it in your head, you probably should. Okay, if you can't, if you still don't have the hang of it, just write everything down. There's nothing wrong with that. If that helps you and if that's easier for you. The goal is to get the right answer. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. So here we have two positive numbers, right? So I automatically know I'm going to add. 4 plus 3 is 7a, right? And that's a positive 7a, but now I've got a positive 7a and a negative 2a. Well, the signs are different, so I'm going to subtract. A positive 7a minus 2a gives me 5a. Since the positive 7 is bigger than the negative 2, I know my answer is positive. Again, don't write it though, because when you don't write it, it's already understood to be positive. You don't have to write it. Only when the answer is negative, you need to write the negative on there. Okay. Now, if you got lost with that one, let me write it out. I've got a positive 4a a positive 3a. Since their signs are the same, I'm going to add, right? 7a. And so now I have left, and what I have left is a negative 2a, so I'm going to subtract 2a. So since the signs are the different, positive and negative, I know I'm going to subtract 7a minus 2a, that leaves me with 5a. And since the sign of my bigger number, 7, is positive, I know my answer is going to be positive. You follow? You follow? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Here, I'm not going to erase that. Sorry. Okay. Well, again, here we have two positive numbers. I'm going to add them. 4x plus 2x is 6x. Now I've got a positive 6x and a negative 3x. Well, positive 6x minus 3x, I'm going to subtract, so that leaves me with 3x. And since 6 is a positive and that's bigger than 3, which is a negative, I know my answer is going to be positive, so I just leave it like that. Here we've got, they're different, right? A negative and a positive. So I'm going to subtract 3 minus 2 is 1, or just a. Don't write the 1, just write a. But my sign, the sign of my bigger number is a negative, so it's going to be a negative a.